Hey, this is Garland Bilbo with another Morning Brew. I want to talk to you today about going after what you dream for, getting the vision, getting the sight for where you're wanting to go. I was reading something I think is interesting. It says, no one can decide for themselves to be a human being. The only question to him is whether he will be an ignorant or an undeveloped one, or one who has sought to reach the highest point he is capable of obtaining. You know, we need to stretch ourselves for the things that God has for us. You know, if we sit back and never go forward, we will always do the same thing that we're doing. You know, they say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You know, in this, I'm reminded of a story in Mark chapter 10, verse 46, and it talks about blind Bartimaeus. Blind Bartimaeus had no vision for himself. He was dependent upon everyone else. He had no way of being able to do what he wanted to do because of restrictions in his life. He heard that Jesus was coming by, and so he began to scream out to Christ. And he began to say, have mercy upon me, have mercy upon me. Now, he was using the language of a beggar. The reality of it was he wanted his sight so he could do what everyone else was doing. It's interesting that in this scripture it says, and when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me. And many people charged him that he should hold his peace, but he cried a greater deal. Thou son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying, be of good comfort, arise, he calleth you. The average person would want to hold you back. You know, when they start seeing you excel, they begin to greet you and celebrate you. But the times when you're down is a time that people want to push you aside. Don't allow people to push you aside and dictate to you your future. Your future is only developed by you pushing your way through the negative opinions of people. Cry out to Christ. He's passing by. He will meet your need. He'll change your life. I believe that blind Bartimaeus, he heard Jesus coming by. He began to scream out because he wanted his sight. He wanted to be able to see and be able to work like others. Blind Bartimaeus, we can learn from him. Don't allow the opinions of people to keep you down. You keep pushing forward until you attain what you need to attain. Remember this, God has a miracle for every one of us, but we in ourselves have to push ourselves and stretch ourselves to receive what Christ has for us. So I challenge you this week to begin to push yourself to attain the dreams that you have. You may be blind and not knowing exactly where you're wanting to go, but as you begin to reach out, it will surely open up to you and you'll be able to see and have a vision for yourself. I pray that this is going to be a great week for you, and I pray God's blessings on you. And remember this one thing, God has a miracle just for you.